it do, YouTube? It's the OG Mr. Mont. Back at y'all with another video. It's fight week. Fight week for Artur Beterbiev and Anthony Yarde. You got Artur Beterbiev, who's, what is it, 19-0? 19-0 with 19 knockouts. And then you got Anthony Yarde, who's 22-2, I think. 22-2 with what he got, 21 knockouts, 22 knockouts. I'm not sure, but he has a very high knockout ratio as well. He's also been knocked out one time. Anthony Yarde has an uphill battle in this fight. You got Artur Beterbiev, who's probably one of the hardest punchers in boxing. One of them, if you considering his weight class, just the weight class. You got because you also got, of course, Deontay Wilder is a heavyweight, and you got Tank Davis at 135, 140. Those probably the three of the hardest punchers in boxing. Then you got guys like possibly Boots Ennis, and you got a few other guys scattered out around there. But Artur Beterbiev is for sure, in my opinion, the hardest puncher at light heavyweight. Then you got Anthony Yarde, he has good punching power. He had, like I said, he has a high knockout percentage as well. But like I said, Artur Beterbiev is a machine. This guy, in my opinion, literally punches through his opponents. Now, granted, he done been down, I think, a time or two. Never really hurt. All flash knockdowns at the time he got knocked down, and then when he got up, he obviously knocks his opponents out because he has a 100% knockout ratio. So I mean, this guy's an animal, man. He's an animal, and he does use a little lateral movement at time to time. When he fought Joe Smith, he used a little lateral movement because Joe Smith is a big puncher. But man, this guy here, like I said, Anthony Yarde is gonna have some serious issues. Now, one thing I will say about Yarde, he doesn't seem to be intimidated. He honestly believes that he can beat Artur Beterbiev, which is very important. Now, Anthony Yarde is very athletic. Now, one of the issues that I see with Anthony Yarde is he carries too much muscle mass. And in the fight that he lost against Sergey Kovalev, he gassed out. And it was giving Kovalev a pretty even fight. Actually had Kovalev hurt one time and could have really got Kovalev out of there. But, he gassed out and Kovalev knocked him out. And to me, it wasn't that he was hurt so bad. He was just so damn tired when he knocked him down. And he just couldn't get up. He was just exhausted. You could see it on it. And I think it's because of all of the muscle mass that this guy carries around. And then on top of that, they say he don't spar. I mean, you got to get rounds in of sparring, and especially in a high caliber fight like this coming up, man. There's nothing that can prepare you besides sparring for a guy like Artur Beterbiev. So, like I said, man, Anthony Yarde, he has the uphill battle in this fight. I'm rooting for him, but it ain't looking too good. I'm rooting for him, but as far as who I think gonna win, I gotta go with Artur Beterbiev. He's just too powerful a puncher. He's very technically sound, and you know, I just think that, in my opinion, he's the better boxer. You know, he's not one of those boxers that bum rushes, but he does come forward for the most part. Has a very, very, very good jab. You know, his right hands, his left hands, his hooks, all of those are very, very solid punches coming from him. So when he hits somebody, man, whatever he hits, just like the Russian in Rocky, whatever he hit, he destroys. Like I said, he has a knockout all the way up in the 12th round. So, you know, he's not one of them guys who can't go rounds. He's not one of those guys that always gets his knockouts early. He got knockouts in the 9th round, 10th round, 11th round. You know, this guy can fight. He has good stamina. You know, he's just a machine. And in my opinion, you know, only one that I could see beating him in that division is Bivol, and that's gonna be a tough fight for Demetrius Bivol. Tough fight. Demetrius Bivol gonna have a hard time standing there in the high guard against this guy, because this guy will punch through your high guard. But you know, Demetrius Bivol is a good fighter, and he possibly could outbox Artur Beterbiev. I don't think he can stop him, but I think he could possibly outbox him. But you know, that's one of them fights we just gotta wait and see. I do believe Artur Beterbiev is gonna beat Anthony Yarde. I think he's gonna knock Anthony Yarde out. Unfortunately, Anthony Yarde, especially if it goes into the later rounds, because like I said, Anthony Yarde is almost like a doggone bodybuilder, man. And you know, he is able to generate good power, but you know, I think it just takes away from him. You know, he ain't never really fought no 12-round fight. So, you know, that's just my opinion on the fight. I think Artur Beterbiev is gonna knock Anthony Yarde out somewhere between rounds 9 and 11. Because by that time, you know, if he ain't knocked him out earlier, Anthony Yarde is gonna be gassed, and he's gonna Artur Beterbiev is gonna hunt him down and gonna knock him out. And I got a feeling it's gonna be ugly. But you know, like I said, I gotta go with, as far as who I want to win, Anthony Yarde. But you know, who I think is gonna win is Artur Beterbiev for sure. But you guys tell me what you think. That's all I got. It's the OG Mr. Mont. Salute to the mighty LDBC, and I'm out.